Hi there guys, it's Super Kanata here, and today I am going to talk about the announcement of the new Nintendo's new system, the Nintendo Switch, which is the official name for the Nintendo NX. And I'm going to analyse the shit out of this system, and I'm going to talk a lot, and there are going to be pictures in this because even though I never really do that in my videos, since I'm now Super Kanata, I'm going to be doing that now. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about the Switch. I'm still got to say the Switch, and I've made up a new nerdy thing about it, saying I'm going to switch to the Switch. I'm such an idiot. But yeah, I've got a few things, quite a lot I want to say about this system, and I want to share it with you guys. So first, the name I think is fantastic. I think it works well, it rolls off your tongue, and it's also what the system does, which I am going to show you. I can't show you the video because it's refused of copyright laws and all that malarkey, and I'm not going to monetize this video by any chance, so Nintendo can't sue me for stupid pictures being used because I'm not making money off it at all. They probably will though. But yeah, name I think is good. Switch is a great name, and the logo, which I'm putting up wherever I've put in this, is cool. I like it because it shows this system's controls, which is another thing I'm going to show you in a bit and tell you about, which I think the name is good. The logo design is nice, and I think the font is slick with it. I think that works very well, and it definitely makes its mark in the console's idea and what they're trying to get through to it. Now, talking about how the system works. Here's a picture of the system. And if you look at it, and I'm looking at the screen because obviously you guys are going to see it wherever I decide to put it. Here. And it is a box, like a dock, with the system inside. And the system has a screen on it. And you might be thinking, whoa, Super Kanata, that looks a bit weird. That's looking like the Wii U. And how it was. No. We all looked at it like, when we heard about it, is this hybrid? Is it hybrid? Yes, it is. And the way it works is interesting, because if you look at it, it has got a screen, but you don't need a screen. You don't need to use the screen. No. The screen is an option. As if you want to take it around with you. Yeah, you can. You can take it around with you. You can take it to your friends. And, you know, you can take it on the bus, train. I won't use it on the bus, but train. If on the video it shows a guy using it on a plane, plane, yay. And, you know, it's basically showing you can port it around. It's good. So, I'm assuming, since you can port it around, there's going to be Street Pass sort of functionalities to it. And if you look at the system, though, you can definitely tell it's not demographic to families this time. It's demographic to, I would say, more young adults through there. That's what I'm seeing. I obviously think they're going to have family-friendly games. Obviously, Super Mario is going to be on there, so you're all going to know that, which I will talk about in a bit. Which is going to be good, because that's showing their intake of, yeah, we've learned from mistakes with Wii U, and we're going to do it this way now, which is good, and I like that. Next, as I was going to say about the next picture I'm going to show you is, and how I meant by it not being like the Wii U. It's controller, and yes, it's detachable. It can detach to the screens, like you attach it like this, and then it will work normally like a as a gamepad, like sort of like the gamepad, and then you can take them off on the dock, and it will go to the screen, so you can play it straight on to the TV, and then use it as a controller. But you don't have to have them like little buttons at all. Nope. Attach it to a thing called a Joy-Con grip, and the controllers are called Joy-Con, which is, I can see what I mean. Joypads and controller. Joy-Con, I can see that. Which works. And it's replaced as 360 controllers now, which is good. Fantastic. Well, 360 GameCube sort of thing. Because this is fantastic. Because that's a better way than it being on top. I didn't mind the Wii U sort of controls. They were good. They were good. I liked them. They're very diverse, and I thought they were very nice. But this is what I like about it, is that since it's just literally controllers now, third parties are going to be making games for it. Because they've got no gimmick to work with now. They've got it. And yes, you can use the Joy-Con on its own with two things, like sort of like a Wiimote and Nunchuk. You can do that if you want. Or you can turn it around and use it like that. If you can, because each individual Joy-Con is actually a separate controller for if you want to play with two players. So if you want to do it that way, you can do, but it's not mandatory, it's optional. So you can do that if you want. And another thing is, it's Pro Controller. There's its Pro Controller. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It looks brilliant. It looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I think that's a definite one I'm picking up on the day of launch, because I am getting this on launch. When pre-orders come on the Nintendo store, or if I do it at game, I'm definitely picking up. Definitely going to be doing that. And yeah, I am so just picking that one up with it. And it's looking nice. It looks like a 360 controller, and it's going to be lovely. I imagine it's going to be very comfortable to hold with that, and it's going to be really nice. Secondly, it has a little stand on the screen area, which I'm going to show you now, which you can play with your friends. So, like, well, not with your friends. Well, yeah, with your friends. And it's also got that stand can be used if you just want to, like, if you're on the train, you've got like the coffee stands, and you can just play, have a go. That's really nice. And yeah, as I was saying with the using it as two controllers, this is what the controllers are going to look like. So that works very well, and I think that's looking good. I think that would be very comfy. It would look a bit awkward at first, but I think afterwards you're going to get used to that, and I think everything would work out fine on that bit. Because it's sort of like when you had the Wii remote, you had one D-pad and buttons. So you got one analog stick there and button. But I know it's not necessary. It's mandatory sort of. I mean, it's more optional sort of thing in games. But that means you've got two controllers for certain games. So it would work for certain types of games, and which would be good. But again, you can use a Pro Controller, so that's optional. Next, I want to talk about media. It's using cartridges. And this is where I'm thinking, that's another good idea on Nintendo there. I imagine they're not going to be bigger than normal SD cards. Let's take an SD card just to show you what I'm saying. Maybe I've got one around here. I didn't really think this one through. Bollocks, where can I have actually put one? Bear with me guys, I just can't think this one through. Ah, there we go. Found one. Okay. There we go. And yeah, basically, I imagine it's going to be like that big. Maybe a bit, obviously thicker. If you look at the picture, it's going to be a bit thicker. But like that. And people might say, but that's stupid, because, you know, cartridges, why are you going back to cartridges, Nintendo? No. Cartridges are easy. I mean, I think cartridges are a good idea because they're, they can load faster and they're more reliable than discs are, to be honest with you. So, you know, with discs, easily scratched, they're done for. And these won't get scratched. Media can still be read on it and it's still good. My concern is if you lose it. These things are very easy to lose, so obviously keep an eye when you have them. And I think the boxes were going to look like this, like Vita games, so like Hatsune Miku here, and that, and they're going to open up and be something there. Obviously they're going to look a bit bigger than that, so let's say, yeah, they're going to look a bit more bigger than that, so I assume they're going to be in like small boxes, like these Vita ones, so yeah, I assume that. Where next to talk about? Since this is actually a portable console hybrid now, unlike the Wii U gamepad, it isn't portable. You can't take it that unsaid and on the go. No, doesn't work like that. And it looks smaller than the gamepad actually, which is great. So it's not a bulky thing. That I didn't really like that. So I used the Pro Controller on my Wii U. But it's actually everything is on the screen. That's the console. The thing there is just a dock. So that works better there. And I think it's going to be interesting. But the concern I have is power. After the the video, NVIDIA did make a comment saying that it's a very, very, very powerful custom Tegra chip they use and graphics cards. So it's going to be very powerful, they say. So I'm keeping to NVIDIA's words. I don't see why they would lie. So I assume graphics-wise it's going to be good. And power, I think that's going to be good. I don't see a problem. I'm hoping it streams 4K because obviously 1080 is going to be because it's going to be HD and 4K. I assume that's going to happen. And the screen, I imagine it's going to be quite high resolution on the actual thing, so that's going to be good. Another thing that I want to say is going to the Joy-Con grip. It's called. I imagine that's going to be packaged with the system, and so you can use it, and it's like a controller. It'll be like that, standard controller. It'll be good. It'll be nice. I have no problem with that at all. Next, I would like to talk about games. So far, we've only had a couple of games said about the Switch so far. So far, what we know is a game that I'm happy for knowing: Skyrim. Skyrim's coming on it, and people are saying that's old. Skyrim Remastered is coming to it, so that's good. I know for a fact that's going to be, or special edition, whatever they call it, but that's what it is. So new high textures, more detailed polys are going to be on it, mods are going to be on it, so that's going to be great. Sorry, that's going to be brilliant. And sorry about the noise over there, it's family members. Which is great. Obviously, Breath of the Wild is going to be on there. That's a game I'm picking up on there. Sorry, Wii U. Not going to have it on Wii U. NX is it. And a new Super Mario game was announced. Or not properly announced, but we saw footage of a Mario game, which I'll probably show a picture of that. Which is nice. It looks cool. And then people are saying, like, oh, there was videos, images of Splatoon and Mario Kart 8. And people thinking, oh, they're just reporting them. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. What I'm thinking when it comes to this Mario Kart stuff, I think it's just prototype footage of Mario Kart 8 modified, but really it's going to have its own Mario Kart game, and that's what it was trying to show. So 2 item boxes now, and King Boo was a playable character. So I'm assuming that was just like prototype footage of what they assumed was going to be there, sort of thing, if that makes sense. So it's like, okay, we're just going to use level designs from there just to show off what we're going to get. So that's that. Splatoon, I assume Splatoon will be on it. I don't think the console's going to be backwards compatible. If so, it's going to be more of a online streaming, people think. So that's not bad, I guess. I'll probably, if it is like that, I probably won't get that part. Might do, depends if there's some Wii U games I didn't buy. And so far we've got 11 games straight for it. And for the start, when we've just known this much about the NX, literally just that much about the NX because it's only been done today, that's good. 11 games so far, that's good. That's a good start. And companies are coming in to help with the NX. I'll put a list there. That is a lot of companies. And major companies too. EA are back, which is good. And I think they can see a potential here. Bethesda are here, obviously, Skyrim. Capcom, we've got Konami, we've got, what do you call them now? I'm trying to think of the names straight from my head. Epic Games, that's it. Sorry. You got Front, is it For Software? Was it From Software? people who make Dark Souls, they're doing games for it. Platinum Games, obviously, they're going to make games for it. Sega, Ubisoft, Warner Brothers Studios, all making games for it. And many, many more. Which is looking great. And it shows a very big potential for the system. So I'm very, very, very optimistic about this. I am very confident. Nintendo have learned from what happened with Wii U. They've went, okay, this is it. We're going to scrap any of these ideas that we had, like, of touchscreenings and motion controls and all that. Maybe have a bit of motion control in the the Switch. And, yeah, it's definitely looking something good to me, and I'm honestly optimistic that this is going to be a very good system. And when it comes to the cartridges, I'm assuming they're going to be about up to how powerful. I'm thinking about 50 gig to 100 gig memory wise, and how much they're going to store, like stuff like that. I think that's it. But what I want to also know is how much internal memory is the system going to have. I hope a terabyte or 2 terabytes, if one's going to be good. And, you know, because that's going to be a main factor. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to hope for. And, yeah, from the looks of it, overall my opinions on the stream, I keep hearing that, the Switch, is, I see it looking very well. I think it's a fantastic thing. Nintendo did a great video for it. It wasn't a direct, it was just a video. And it didn't have any of that kids, yeah, sort of thing. It was like talking about multiplayer games and how the system works. We didn't get much on game-wise, but we saw some. And how everything will work. So I think it's done really well. Anyway, guys, this was Super Ganata here. Talking about my way of thinking of the Switch. If I give it out of 10 so far, I'm giving it a 10. That's really good. And it could definitely work in Nintendo's favour. And I think it's going to bring the hardcore gamers coming back. I really do. And that's just me saying as a Nintendo fan. I honestly think it will bring other hardcore gamers to the Switch and back to Nintendo. But if you guys all have different opinions, please put them down in the comments below. Rate this, like this page, and yeah, share it. But yeah, tell me what you think. I would love to listen to your comments. So yeah. But wait, there's one more thing I want to say, because I just remembered. I looked at this picture. This button on the Switch. Is it called, yeah, I call it Stream Switch. Never remember the name. Is this box-like button with a circle in it? What could that be? Could it be a share button? Could be a number button? Don't know. So we're gonna have to wait and see what that button does. Anyway, guys, this is Super Ganata, so now have a nice day. Take care, my friends.